So one day I'm sitting there and I'm writing a paper, and this is back in the day. For those of you, this is like post Boolean script, but right when Ask Jeeves was showing up. And so, as anyone knows the history of early search engines, they were not particularly very good. And so I'm using it, and I'm swearing at this inanimate object, the computer, because it's giving me stupid answers to my queries. And the person to my right leans over and says, "Hey, have you used Google?" Now, I'm a math guy, mathlete from
Mm-hmm.
back in the day, so I knew what a Google was mathematically, but I did not know it as a website at the time. So they gave me the whole address, and I'm old enough, which they started with HTTP and went from there. And then I used it, and it immediately worked. And I was like, what? That's so awesome. So 20 minutes later, I shared the story to my person to my left because I heard that them struggling. And by the time 4 hours later I was done writing this paper, I stood up and the ambient light in the room had changed from red, which was kind of the Ash Jeeves color, to white, which is what the Google screen was. And I was like, huh, how did that work? Because in my home, where I was raised, my mother's a scientist and my father's an engineer. So how things work and why that worked that way, that's just what table discussion was.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured it out, and I also TiVo was happening at the same time, just to bring up all the old tech companies at once, and I that got adopted across campus without any advertising, as did Google. So
Mm.
I really wanted to know why that worked, and so I took my second year of business school, tore it apart, and kind of figured it out.